I stand to the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Joy, you're doing ours.
Okay, we need to call the roll, please.
Trustee Bender.
Here.
Trustee Colton.
Here.
Trustee Joyce Sellers.
Here.
Trustee Martin.
Here.
Supervisor Sellers.
Here.
Also in attendance are Cynthia Petter-Worcester, the Township Assessor, acting Town Clerk in place of Town Clerk for Barbara Burns, who is absent due to family medical issue.
All right. We have on the speaker phone with us Trustee Mickey Martin.
Yes.
All right. We have to
I just don't understand the telephone thing. I guess it really bothers me. After taking the test the other night and getting my certificate for the township, reading through the rules and everything, it said a family emergency, sick, or what was the other one? A family emergency, sick, or a township business. And I don't know, is this any of those things? I don't know. I just want a clarification, I guess.
You have my letter.
What letter?
I don't have a letter. I don't have a letter. I'm
The
sorry.
town clerk, I was directed to send a letter to the town clerk, which I did.
I don't have a copy.
Maybe it's
of
in.
okay.
that. I don't have it either.
Let me.
I hand carried it in before I left.
Okay, what did the letter say?
I had a medical conference for my son, Dan. It just ended yesterday. We're about halfway home, but we're not there yet.
Oh, so you're in the car having the meeting?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, we need a motion to.
I have a motion that I guess we eliminate it totally for everybody, just not Mickey, but anybody, because I guess I just don't understand the importance of being on the phone. I mean, to conversate. I don't understand, but that's me. What does everybody else? It's a vote, so my vote.
I can hear everyone fine on this phone, now that you have the right phone.
Okay.
I'm going to second this motion that we not allow this. This went on the last few years
I don't understand.
with one of the other board members that was gone repeatedly. And I just think once you're voted in, you should make these meetings. And if there's a time when you can't, fine. But I don't think we should have to mess with the telephone to have a meeting.
But you already have a resolution that was passed that stated it would be allowed.
Okay, well,
With this.
Under certain school requirements, it would be. Question I was asked was, is it allowed? And it says if it meets the compliance of the policy, which is verbatim of the state statute, then it would be allowed. But it's up to the board to determine whether it fulfills the requirements of the resolution that was passed in early June or late May, and whether it comply, which is verbatim the state statute.
okay, so what it boils down to is comes down to a vote, right?
Right, but the question is whether this absence qualifies
Right.
under
That's
your
what I
electronic
asked.
attendance rules.
Yeah, that's
She's
what
in
my
the car
question
coming
was.
home.
Do you have an opinion on that, Mr. Phillips?
No, I don't have an opinion on it. That's I don't have enough of the facts to be able to make that decision at this time, Trustee Martin. I just walked in right in the middle of
you.
you.
I had delivered a letter, and it was also addressed to you.
I haven't seen
Now,
it.
I did that before I left on
Okay.
vacation and this medical conference.
Ms. Martin, I have not seen that letter. I've never, to my knowledge, I've never received it. Whether
I carried it.
I have no doubt that you brought it in. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I haven't seen it. But the town clerk may have, and unfortunately, for medical reasons, she's not present tonight.
Yes. Well, all I can say is when I talked about it before, if I had a medical, I had to take my son, he had to see a doctor. We had a conference for 2 days with about 4 medical people. And it's something we do every 2 years. And I understood that if it was for medical reason, it was acceptable.
I'm going to read the resolution, just, that's what, as you were talking, I was trying to find the resolution. I have a copy of it here. It's under Exhibit A to the resolution number, and let me get it, so it's clear. Board Resolution number TR-2013-11. And it says prerequisites under Section 2. Under Section B, this is the issue that you've raised, Trustee Martin. The member must assert one of the following 3 reasons why he or she is unable to physically attend the meeting. This member cannot attend because of personal illness or disability. The member cannot attend because of employment purposes or the business of the town of Freeport. Or 3, the member cannot attend because of a family or other emergency. So which of those reasons would you
Family,
assert?
medical, emergency.
It's not an emergency.
This is something that I could not miss because it has to do with my son's disability. And it is where these doctors come together to give me an assessment of where my son is at, and they're highly specialized medical people. We do this every 2 years for my son.
Is there a motion on the floor?
There's a motion on the floor.
No, seconded by Trustee Bender.
Yep.
We can't hear you out here.
So it doesn't matter. Yes.
Is there no one else that can take her son to you?
We don't know. That's, so,
Well, if there's further debate, you can have further debate. If there's no further debate, there should be a roll call vote on it.
right.
I don't have any other debate.
Okay.
I guess I would just say, Mickey, that, if this is a one-time thing, I don't have a problem with it, but if it would continue like it has in the past couple of years, I'm not going to vote for it. I will withdraw my second.
Mrs. Bender, I have not asked before this time under our new resolution.
No, I understand that.
I do not intend to continue this, okay?
That's all I
This was
asked. Okay,
something
that's
that
all
we
I
had to
asked.
do for my son. This is not going to be a monthly thing. I mean, if I'm going to be on vacation next month and I'll miss one of the meetings. I have no intention.
That's fine. I will withdraw my second.
Okay.
So there's no motion.
Well, we need a motion according to the resolution.
Yep, we need a motion.
One way or the other, either to allow it
I'll
or not to
make a
allow it.
motion that we allow this time, but I agree with Ms. Bender that, it's not something that we do more than, we can't just continue doing something like this. But I'll remove my motion and I'll make a motion that we let it go on this time.
I'll
Just so
second
we
that
can
motion.
Get going with the meeting.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, the motion on the floor is that Trustee Martin be allowed to participate electronically in this evening's meeting. Bender?
1 second, just so it's clear that it's because of a family medical emergency under
Yes.
Section B3. Because it has to be, in the resolution requires us to specify, I don't know what qualification.
Right.
Okay.
So can we call the roll,
Okay,
please?
we'll call the roll. Bender?
Aye.
Walton C.
Aye.
Joy Sellers.
Aye.
Supervisor Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed 4-0.
Good. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, now, I need a motion to accept the minutes as presented. And the second, please, before we have discussion.
I move for approval of the meeting from June 17th.
I second.
Please call the roll.
Bender.
Aye.
Walton C.
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye.
Martin.
Aye.
Supervisor Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed 5-0.
Good, good, good. Next item on the agenda, with the approval of claims and demands. I need a motion to accept claims and demands as presented, and I need a second to open the floor to any discussion on claims and demands.
I don't have a copy of the claims.
No?
Kathy, there's a set right
Is
there.
that on there?
And
Thank
that
you.
second
And
piece
the
right
second
there.
piece right there. Do you have your claims and demands?
Yes, I have those.
Okay.
I just
Oh, I've
can't
got
find
that.
the minutes.
Thank you.
I know I was reading.
All righty, so let's, I need a motion to, yeah, I need a motion to accept claims and demands so I can open it up for discussion.
So moved.
Need a second?
A second.
Just for the record, I don't have the claims and demands. I asked for them, but I didn't get them. I asked them to be emailed last week, and I didn't get them, but I'll listen.
Weren't they emailed to you today?
I checked my emails today, and I didn't have anything in there.
Okay. Guess we need a form. Right?
Pardon
We
me?
need a vote, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I need a,
No questions?
Oh, I have
no,
a,
no, before we open up for discussion, we need to.
Yeah.
There's no vote
No,
before you
no
make,
vote.
the
Okay.
vote would be after the
Right.
discussion.
Okay, good, okay. Yes, question you have.
I had a couple of questions. With the Stevenson County treasurer,
Mm-hmm.
those are, we've paid people's taxes, their home taxes, or?
Yes. And
Oh,
here's
do that.
the reason why.
Mhm.
The rules or general assistance says that we can pay for shelter. Didn't specify where the rental property. So shelter was broad stroked.
Okay.
So if we deny,
Uh-huh.
we could be subjected to sanctions for denying someone that who meets general assistance requirements.
Just note that our general assistance policy that I have in front of us that we've talked about before says shelter, including rent, mortgage payments, mobile home installment payments, including lot rental and necessary expenses incidental to shelter payments, such as insurance and property taxes.
Oh, wow.
That's right in our policy.
Right in our
Oh, okay.
policy, so.
Wow. Okay.
I just want to, for the new girls that are here on the board, I don't know if you ever pay attention to the insurance that we pay for our people.
Is that
But
your
I think
first
when we're
page?
thinking about raises and that, look at what we're paying out. $3,600 one, $4,100 another, $1,200 another. So keep those things in mind when they're asking for raises. That's a lot of money going out for that, so. I've always watched that, so I think that's something we need to keep watching. Cynthia, what is this multiple listing services on the first page? It's Ranwell or something?
The MLS changed their name
Oh.
to Ranwell. It is the same place, same location on Stevenson Street. They just gave it a new name.
Oh, okay, I knew I had never seen that before.
Where's that at, Nikki, on page?
Way at the bottom of page one.
Page one.
Oh, okay, I see it. Okay. I did have a question. I'd like to know with the gas card, because there are quite a few gas cards out there. What are they actually using the gas cards for? Is it looking for employment? Is it, anything like that? Or are we just giving out gas cards? I guess I want
It's out of the community work and training program.
Okay.
Needless to say, that the community work and training program isn't where it should be, or not where it's gonna be.
What do you mean? I guess
What's going on is we have things like microwave cooking classes that people are going to, container gardening classes that people are going to earn their assistance, which isn't enough.
Yeah.
So these gas cards are given to them for transportation to get to these different trainings and to help them look for employment. So that's why gas cards are given out.
So those classes will help them look for employment? I guess.
As far as I'm
A
concerned, no.
microwave cooking class?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, no.
Oh, okay.
There are plans to implement a true work fair program,
Okay.
a true one. So everything that our clients get, they will earn.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then I think I had one, I think it was the same thing, because we had mobile gas on page 6, and then we had the mobile gas on page 8. So I didn't know, is that something different? Is it?
I don't think it's anything different. I don't know why it's in two different spots.
Okay. Now, when we look at client, these numbers, what do these numbers represent? Because I'm trying to figure out, are these the client's numbers, or are
Which
these
ones?
just on page 6 for rental? At the top, we have 209 listed 1, 2, 3 times. So
Those
far.
are probably those are apartment numbers.
Oh, those are apartment
Yes,
numbers.
those are apartment numbers.
Okay. Okay.
Look at the last word on the line before it.
Client.
Yeah.
The line before it?
Right,
Yeah.
the end of the last word on the line before it.
Yeah, show me.
Like you look at 209.
Okay. But I just thought it said Van Buren apartment, but I didn't know that went
Yeah,
with
that went with
that.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
it goes with it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, she's bringing that up. We have 2 apartment, or 209, 3 times on here.
Mhm.
Actually 4.
4
Yeah.
times.
Four
One's at
times.
the crease.
Yeah, one is right there in that crease.
If you look,
Why is that? Because it's for this, it's, 2 of them are from 7/1 to 7/31, and 2 are from 6/1 to 6/30 for the same apartment.
You got
Probably-
3 on 701.
probably have multiple people living in that apartment.
Living in that apartment?
Yes.
That's around the corner of.
Right across the street from me, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Thank you. That's all I have.
Well, this is the reason why, another reason why I really want to stress the importance of our caseworkers doing home visits. We have to start doing home visits. We have to start doing home visits because we don't know
Right.
how many people are living in these apartments, and we need to know that. If we have an apartment that can only accommodate 1 person, and there's 3 people in there,
That's
we don't know that. We need to find that out.
If they're in jail, are you still paying their rent?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I guess that's
And-
also the question. I know we talked about it last time. We talked about the usage of what was the name of the store?
Family Dollar.
Family
Family Dollar.
Dollar.
Mhm.
Are we putting anything in place with, with the items that the personal items that people buy from Family Dollar? Are they using these items, this money correctly, or are they still buying things that they shouldn't buy with township dollars?
Well, we are tightening the reins on that. My caseworkers, we're going through the receipts. We have to make sure we're going through all the receipts and that we are questioning our clients on what they're purchasing.
So everything has been right so far, or?
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there. It's gonna take us some time to really get it to where we want it to be, because for a while they've been able to purchase whatever they want to purchase. Can I talk about that now?
You can mention it if you want.
Okay,
to
what
talk about it later.
I want to implement is an ID system for our clients.
Mhm.
Each client will be issued a township ID,
Photo ID?
photo ID. With that ID, they can then purchase their items. Without an ID, they cannot purchase any items. They have to show a photo ID, whether they are using a state ID, state issued ID. If they don't have that, they have to use a township ID. But there's the days of going into places with vouchers and getting things with no ID are coming to a fast end.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Are you saying that we're going to be issuing township IDs? I'm sorry to interrupt, but.
Yes, we are,
Okay.
To our clients.
to our clients.
Yes, I understand.
Any more questions?
I don't think.
Okay.
I made a motion. I made a vote on it.
When you need a motion?
There was a
Okay.
motion to approve was made by
Okay.
trustee Pundit, seconded by trustee
Now we need a roll
Marcellus.
call vote.
Okay, approval of claims and demands. Bender,
Aye.
Altensi. Aye. Sellers,
Aye.
Martin.
Are you
I'm going to
abstaining?
vote present since I haven't seen the claims and demands.
All right. Supervisor Sellers.
Aye.
Okay. Motion passed 4 to 1 present.
Just so the record's clear, the president's in the form of an abstention in order the appellate court rulings, that goes with the majority. It'll be reported with 1 present, but it counts as 5 affirmative votes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're now moving on to supervisor's report, and that would be me. Myself and Attorney Phillips met with the Torma rep last week,
Yes, sir.
To discuss building coverage. And that was pretty much, he talked about, what our coverages are for the building, what they cover on the inside and all that good stuff. So that's what the meeting was all about with Torma.
So it's clear, so people out in the audience may not know what TORMA is.
Oh, they are our insurance. I'm
Township
sorry.
Officials of Illinois Risk Management
Yes.
Association, they
They
provide
are.
our insurance.
I'm sorry. Yes, they provide our insurance, even though I know Ms. Martin knows,
I know,
but
but they
Ms.
might
Martin
not.
wouldn't know. So now we get it.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. Alrighty. I also spoke with the Torma rep, his name is Mr. Richardson, about worker compensation for clients who we will have in our workfare program. He, in turn, directed me to a lady named Mrs. Symphy Linover, and I called her to talk about the cost of how much it would be for us to get workers' compensation insurance for our clients working in our workfare program. And there's no additional charge for us to do that. We're covered by that anyway. So that's always good news to hear when it doesn't cost us anything.
Amen.
So I will be discussing with you all pretty soon the new workfare program. It's not on the agenda, so I can't talk about it, but at the next meeting I will talk about it with you guys. I think we already talked about the photo IDs. Okay, now the next thing, we're going to have to obtain a credit card for the township, for both the township, for the supervisor, and for the assessor. Things we want to implement are calling for credit cards, like QuickBooks, they need a credit card on file for updates. Let me get the flag out of the way. Can you slide it over for me, please? Sorry about that. So for updating the system, they need a credit card on file. Now I'm going to talk to Brian Borger from Fifth Third Bank. He's our banker. And I'm going to emphasize to him that we want a good credit card that gives us cash back for purchases. Okay? That's what I would like to do. Are there any, can you guys give me any feedback on that?
Thank you.
I've never-
It's only been, how many years,
Oh,
Nikki, I've
years.
requested to get a credit card?
Right.
So that I didn't have to use my
I
personal?
remember.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought they'd had one.
No, we don't have one, but we need one.
Okay.
There's just certain people that'll be on this, be able to use this credit
Yes.
card, is that right?
Absolutely.
Me and who else?
So this is a credit card both for Freeport Supervisor's office and the Assessor's office. There'll be two different ones, is that right?
Yes, they'll be coming out of the same account, but there'll be two separate credit cards. She'll have one at the office, and we'll have one here. But ours,
But it's one account.
it's one account.
Okay.
But our credit card will be locked in our safety deposit box. No one will have access to it until we absolutely need it.
Sure.
Good.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Is there going to be any stipulation as to what it can be used for and what it can't be used for?
For township business, it'll
And,
be,
and any township business?
be used for township business, like, let's
Pay
say,
bills?
yeah, like if we need to pay bills, or if we need to make a purchase for a township, or if we need to have updates to our system, which they'll need a credit card on file.
Sure.
That's what it'll be
And
used for.
that'll minimize then a lot of small checks being paid through QuickBooks then. Because you
It-
only have to pay at the end of the month the credit card bill.
Right,
You won't have
right,
to pay
right,
all
right.
the 10 items maybe that
Right.
were purchased.
I mean, we won't, everything will not be purchased on the credit card.
Okay, okay.
Just certain select items, which I would bring to the board, before we do it. If it's something that we foresee coming up, I'll bring to the board first before we make any purchase with the credit card.
Okay.
That sounds fair to everybody?
Sounds fair to me.
Sounds good.
Good. All right. Let's see what we got here. I think I talked about the photo ID. Now I'm going to talk about Township's new official seal. I'm going to let everyone see Township's new official seal,
Okay.
which I think is pretty nice.
Oh, wow.
This is Township's new official seal.
Great. Yeah, that was good.
Wow.
Okay.
Education, empowerment, and fun.
That's right. So this seal, and the reason why this seal came about, at our last residential property meeting, it was brought up that people have been duplicating rental agreements, and they've been duplicating them and taking them down and taking them to different utility places like the water department and getting their water turned on, stating that they have a valid lease. So once we get the seal made into a stamp, it's going to be an embroidered stamp. Each document, as far as our rental agreements go, will be stamped with our official seal. Everyone will
It'll
know
be
that
like
it's
embossed.
authentic. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
That's wonderful.
to authenticate our paperwork.
Good idea.
Correct.
So that will be able to stop. They'll be able to stop that. Okay.
You might also want to put that on the photo ID cards.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So that it's proof that you try to prevent people from
Make it one.
duplicating it.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll put it on there too. By the way,
Good idea.
I designed this too.
I
Thank you.
thought it looked
Did
real
you really?
funny.
Yes, I did.
Very good job.
Thank you very much.
Good
I'm very proud of you.
Move that.
Oh, Joy, come on.
Good job, Pat.
Thank you very much. I'm thinking that is, well, no, that's not all. I want to talk to you ladies about Four Horses Media. Four Horses Media are the gentlemen that are recording our meetings. I want to go into contract with them. My reason is because we ran this campaign based on transparency. We ran this campaign based on letting people know that we'll have a website up broadcasting our meetings live. And I'm going to make good on that promise. Okay? I would like to pass around some information that that you ladies can look at and you ladies can read. If you have any questions or want to see a little bit more, you most definitely can see it. They're giving us a price unmatched. And I can attest that because I'm a media person myself. So I know how much this stuff costs. And the price that they're giving us is unmatched. That would be our monthly right there.
We don't have to do bids on that then?
No. No, it's
Because
just a
it doesn't
contract.
exceed the amount that we have to
Right.
take bids for?
Mm-hmm.
Bids are normally for public works projects over $20,000. Some the same as for municipal. Recently raised
So
from
it's
10,000.
considered under public works?
It's not really a public works contract. They're not building a building,
No.
they're not rehabbing a building or building a road. So it would apply at all. This is not public works, this is a service contract.
Okay, so this service contract doesn't have to be bid because,
It doesn't fall under the state statute that requires bidding on contracts for more than $20,000 for public works.
okay, so we fall under that 20,000?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
it's under 20,000 for one thing, and
Yeah.
second thing, it's not a public works type of work, a contract.
Okay, it's a little confusing, but okay.
Just so, let me just explain to you real simply if I can, because the only contracts that have to be bid under state statute are public work contracts, and only if those contracts are for $20,000 or more. And a public work is usually building a building, building a road, resurfacing a road, rehabbing a building, something like that. Public works talks about usually buildings and construction projects. That's why it doesn't apply to us.
Okay, so we don't have any township policy that says if something costs over a certain amount of money, that it has to come to a board for a vote?
Mickey, I've looked for one. I've gone through the old resolutions and ordinances, and I can't find one. I would not say,
Okay.
I won't bet my
I know,
life on
that's
that's not
fine.
there, but I've looked for it and I can't find one.
Okay, okay.
Can someone kind of
Are there-
explain what all this is? The A, B, and the C, can somebody kind of
Audiovisual.
tell us really what all this is?
Let me
And
see.
it's all Greek to me.
Quoting Shakespeare, aren't we?
Okay.
Let's see, what line item will this come out of then?
I come out of consulting. Consulting, the consulting line item.
I'm sorry, the what?
Consulting.
Oh, consulting line
Yes,
item. Okay,
yes.
is that under contractual? Or just consulting?
It's consulting.
Just consulting.
Okay.
The HD means high definition
Oh, okay.
camera.
Camera, okay.
I'm explaining. This is a wireless mic.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
right
okay,
here.
that you're wearing, okay.
And he has the camera mic
Okay.
up there. Memory cards to place everything in the memory.
Okay.
He, the grip gear, all he has up there in the tripod.
Okay.
The production, the editing and transferring, and the titling of the DVD compression. I have DVDs. It'll be placed on DVDs, so
Oh,
we can
okay.
see it. They'll upload it to our website.
Mhm.
The camera packaging and all the good stuff in the setup, because I'm going to do a State of the Township address as well,
Okay.
to let people know what's going on with Township, what's coming up, what's new, what's exciting. And that covers everything, this package that they're giving us.
This is everything.
We are clearly, with this package anywhere else,
Okay.
at least between $5,000 and $8,000.
Okay, and it's a year's contract
Mhm.
for 1 year?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, will that include them putting it up on a website or something?
Yes.
Or
Yes, it does.
they're responsible for that too?
This is, I think he said, he indicated was.
Yes.
This is this year's
Yeah.
appropriation
Okay.
orders. Is that the line item you're talking about?
Consultants,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Trustee Martin, you asked about what line item. As I'm looking at this year's appropriation ordinance, under the category entitled Town Supervisor Contractual, it's line item 01-125228-0 Consultants. And there's $12,000 appropriated for that purpose.
Now, that's not the same line item we have to use for our audit, is it?
I would think we would have a specific audit line item.
Let me tell you this.
There is.
Towards the back.
Maybe towards the back.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Little front.
Insurance fund.
Go audit fund.
There's a separate audit fund.
Okay.
It's entitled Audit Fund. It's got line item 07-4101. There's a $10,000 appropriation in that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, great.
All righty. Well, is there any more discussion? Okay, and make a.
I make a motion that we accept this bid and get it started, I guess.
Second.
All right, it was
Okay.
motion by Sellers and second by Bender. I need to call
Entering
the
a
roll.
contract to video our monthly annual special meetings. Bender,
Aye.
Waltensey,
Aye.
Sellers,
Aye.
Martin,
I,
Supervisor Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed 5-0.
Now it's time for the assessor's report.
The only thing I want to discuss this evening, and I'm going to share a photo. I'm going to share a photo with the trustees.
Oh.
And this is a property, okay? When I get the claims and demands, I tend to like to review what properties are getting money from the township. So on this last claims and demands, there's 2, 4, 6, 8 out of all of them that we've submitted payment. These properties are either partials, they need to be inspected, the owner's name is different than what they had, where they've submitted the payment to. And one in particular, I thought the Supervisor Sellers might like to know about, is that it's going to be sold at the courthouse on July 18th of 2013. So we just paid that rent to that place through 31st of July.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There needs to be a little bit more cooperation than what we had previously. Patrick and I are clearly going to work together on this, and I will take the concerted effort of, one, I'm going to assemble a list of partial properties. That means we hold them as a partial assessment because of issues in the property. This property that I wanted to share with Supervisor Sellers in particular, we were inside and it was unfit to be inhabited.
Oh, it looks outside.
We sent a letter asking to get back in and had no response. So when Patrick had talked about bringing in an inspector, I highly suggested this be the first place he get somebody to go look at.
Would there be any way that we could get some of that money back, or it's gone?
I
Oh.
can't imagine. I would presume the
Yeah,
check is written and cut.
Right,
Okay.
this,
But who, because they don't go out and do any home visits. They don't go out and do any, to know where these people live. They just give them and pay their rent.
And
That's the way it's been.
that's the way it's been. That's,
yeah. For us, I mean, it impacts their assessment, but when I see the township giving out money to this many properties, this month, or this
Mhm.
pay period, it's like,
Yes.
wow. So I shared with Patrick that I would be looking at them each time they come through and creating the list for him, and these would be the ones I would be hitting immediately with an inspection.
Our clients deserve better.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
They deserve better
Right,
than that.
Mhm.
yeah.
And it's up to us
Do
to make
we
sure
have
they
a
are
building
having.
inspector yet?
So we are getting the contract together for him as we
Would this be
speak.
part of his job?
Yes.
Okay, because he'd have to work closely then, I think, with the assessor to make sure that the concerns she had and then what he saw were being dealt with.
Right.
Okay,
Mhm.
makes sense.
Mhm.
That was really all I had to share this evening.
All right. Trustees report. Any trustees have anything they'd like to?
I have nothing.
I have, I guess I need to wait to make sure it's on the agenda. Talking about closed sessions and confidentiality. I guess we have to wait until it comes on the agenda, or, okay, I'll wait. I can wait.
Okay. Anything else from trustees? No? We have public comments. Anyone from the public would like to say anything? Please state your name and your home address, please.
My name's Barb Kennison, 2556 Stevenson Circle, and I just want to compliment the new Board of Trustees and the new Supervisor. You are making very wise decisions and keeping track of where the money goes, and it makes me feel much better to know that things are being watched. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.
If there's nothing else,
I move to adjourn.
I second.
all right, do we have a roll call vote?
No,
No?
no,
Okay.
6:15.
Meeting adjourned at 6:15.